The conversations with the field, what are they? This is something new, something very exciting that's never been done for our field of deflection and pre-arrest diversion. We're a very young field, but you've got a place where you can come and listen to folks as well as share with others what you are seeing and doing in a wide range of topics. Deflection and pre-arrest diversion, law enforcement, fire, and EMS are working together to connect people who are in need of substance use disorder and mental health treatment into recovery for themselves, for their families, and for their children.
The Public Safety Work Group of PTAC is a group of practitioners within the different fields of pre-arrest deflection diversion within the public safety group. We have myself, a retired police chief. I'm now the chief operating officer for Operation Safe Lives with QRT National. We have amongst our group my co-chair, Melissa O'Mara, who is a prosecutor in New Jersey, who works intimately with the drug courts. We have corrections represented at the table. We have collaborative partners, practitioners in our group from all sectors of the public safety field. Within the past year, we restructured, reorganized the Public Safety Work Group to focus on specific areas that we wanted to promote through PTAC. And we came up with 3 focus areas, including the law enforcement and behavioral health partner collaboration, which is critically important in this field of pre-arrest diversion deflection. Our second focus area is on creating equity. We encourage all public safety partners to embrace a culture of inclusion, fairness, and opportunity for all as it relates to this work of creating safe communities, in particular with pre-arrest diversion deflection. And then our third focus area is on authentic community engagement with partners and stakeholders. When we talk about engagement, there's a lot of great community engaged programs out there, but in our work, our focus area with this group, we really wanted to get to the root core of authentic community engagement, not just providing services or offering services to a community, but asking the community, what are your needs? What are your vulnerable populations? And how can we work together to come up with a solution, within this pre-arrest diversion deflection area? So today we have 4 outstanding panelists who are working on the front lines within each of these focus areas. And we're really excited to have these guests and to let them share the work that they're doing in the field, but then also to have you, in our audience, engage in this discussion so that we can learn from one another, share with one another, and hopefully enhance and build upon this public safety work group that we've put together, through PTAC over the past year. Go within PTAC, the public safety work group had not been as actively meeting and had a collaborative approach. So what we did is we looked to our partners within PTAC and recruited a core group of practitioners. And again, we now have 6, actually we have 8 or 10 practitioners on a bi-weekly basis. We're now meeting as a work group to focus on these core areas so that we can exchange ideas that will bring value back to the field of pre-arrest deflection diversion. In particular with this panel that we've put together, we all utilize our networks of those that are in the field to bring these partners to our table. So our goal with the public safety work group, because when you think about it, in PTAC, the P stands for police. And again, when we say police, I'm a former police officer, retired chief of police, but I like to say first responders, because it's not just police alone. It's police, it's fire, it's EMS, it's all of our partners working collectively, collaboratively with our community partners and stakeholders, the recovery community, the corrections, jails and prisons. There's such a diverse, community of, public safety that we wanted this public safety work group to be reflective of that diversity, which is why we've really enhanced. And now on a regular basis, we're meeting with one another and sharing what we're learning from one another. Our goal for today is to learn and listen from our 4 panelists. We have 1 representative for each of our 3 core focus areas. We're going to actually have 2 partners for the law enforcement and behavioral health partner collaboration. We have a assistant fire chief who is engaged in a proactive QRT quick response team model out in Ohio. alongside a leader in the recovery community, establishing a recovery center out in New Jersey. So we're going to have those two panelists within our focus area one, and then our panelists within the equity and authentic community engagement collaboration. We're going to hear from them what's happening at the grassroots. Not only what are the positives in what's working, but what are the challenges and what are the barriers within each of these focus areas and on the front lines. What are the challenges today? Obviously, we've had a lot that's happened in the past year between COVID and racial equities. We want to make sure that we're bringing all of those diverse groups to the table to learn from them, but also to learn about those barriers and challenges, and then to learn from our panelists. How did they overcome those obstacles?